Hey, boys and girls. It's time for Uncle Jay Explains the News. Now here's the guy who helps little minds understand big news stories, Uncle Jay.
Hi, boys and girls. Well, before we start, we've got to congratulate the amazing Olympic champion, Michael Phelps, who has now won more gold medals than anybody ever. That's going to be a pretty hefty jar he brings to his neighborhood Coinstar machine. Well, Uncle Jay's news word for this week is a serious one: hostilities. Hostilities means anger, rage, or even worse, it can mean actual war. Russia has been making war against a country called Georgia. Now, this is not the same Georgia as the one in America. Ray Charles never sang a song about this Georgia, and Jimmy Carter never had an embarrassing brother from there. Vladimir Putin is very angry at his Georgia because it's not acting like it's his. Now, boys and girls, when you or anybody feels hostilities, that doesn't mean you should suddenly go nuclear, especially if you actually can. Mr. Putin should learn how to express his feelings in a more modern way. He could go on Oprah like Tom Cruise did and just kind of let it all out. Or he could go on a more serious news show like John Edwards did and just tell the truth about what he's been up to. What he shouldn't do is keep it all inside. Well, in other news, back at the Olympics, there are some hostilities about China's women's gymnastics team. Some of them look way too young to qualify. But the team captain says no, they're all over 16. He just didn't say whether he meant years or months. Well, back here in America, there are some actual street protests over the new Ben Stiller movie Tropic Thunder because of a scene that offends the mentally disabled. 10 years ago when Ben Stiller made There's Something About Mary, I'm not sure where these folks were, or the special interest groups for hair gel. And now it's time to answer one of your news questions. This week it comes from Glenn in Knoxville, Tennessee. Hi, Glenn. Glenn writes, Dear Uncle Jay, I saw in the news that over 15,000 reporters will be at the Democratic Convention next week. Isn't that a lot of reporters for something where everybody knows what's going to happen? Thanks, Glenn. Yeah, it is. But considering what's happening to newspapers today, maybe the editor's strategy is to send all those reporters to the convention, change the locks while they're gone, and then cancel their flights back. And maybe the airlines will help by canceling a lot of flights anyway, like they always do, just for fun. Don't forget, you can see more news questions and answers at Uncle Jay's website. Send your questions to UncleJ@UncleJayExplains.com. Check back every Monday when Uncle Jay explains the news. And remember, a good kid is good news.